This is all the NES games I have. Wait, I don't know if I can get the whole thing on camera here. I don't think I can. This is gonna sound horrible if I drop it. He has the highest level on Tetris 99. Wow. Wow. So is the stars like he's prestiged? So he's hit like 100 twice and then came back around again and is at 67? I don't know exactly how that works. Man, don't do this to me. NES games are like a treasure to me. Okay. I don't have a big collection. My collection is very small. There's still a lot of things I want. You love retro games. I love retro games too. I've got... I mean, I've got games. Here, let's talk about some. All right, I'm gonna pull a couple from... I'm not gonna go through every single game in this stack. This one hurts my heart a little bit. This is Tetris, or not Tetris. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game. I love this game growing up as a kid. I used to play this in the arcade. It had like the Pizza Hut ad signs, and unfortunately for this copy, I bought it at a convention and it doesn't work. So I couldn't really return it, and I should just buy another copy of it to play it. This would be fun to stream at some point. But unfortunately, this one doesn't work. It was a lot of fun. One of the best Tetris games, or Tetris, I keep saying Tetris. One of the best Turtles games. I think Turtles in Time is the best one. And that would be a fun one to play on stream as well. Do some co-op. But for me, this was the first great one. The first Ninja Turtles on NES is a nightmare. Don't play that one. That was my first one, and that was the first game. I didn't realize it was bad at the time. I thought it was okay, but like, yeah, you really like Turtles in Time. That's a fantastic game. Another licensed game. This is Batman from Sunsoft. This company no longer exists. Batman is purple for some reason. I guess because like a lot of the levels take place at night. So having black on black was going to be tough. So Batman is purple in this game. It's really hard. That is my memory of it. Music's great. It's a lot of fun to play, but oh my goodness, this game is insanely hard, as many games were at the time on the NES. And this would be fun to get some video of at the very least. I don't know if I'd need to stream this, but this one was a fun one. I'm colorblind. Never noticed he was purple. Yeah, he's another really hard one. I'm awful at this game, and I don't have the most nostalgia for it, but I've got it while it was on sale. Ninja Gaiden 2. It's a very cool run and slash game, and you can do wall jumps and stick to walls, throw ninja stars. But oh my god, this game is so hard. I did a video of this a year or two ago. I streamed it, and it's one of my worst streams, period, because of how bad I am at this game. I've never understood. I haven't been able to play any of these games with any sort of proficiency. But oh my goodness, I'm awful at Ninja Gaiden. You played Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2? They're super fun. Okay, they're not for me. I cannot hang in the world of yeah, the super hard games. How about something a little easier? Well, I wouldn't say easier because everyone had this one, right? The Mario Duck Hunt 2-in-1 pack. I've never beaten Mario straight up. I've beaten it one time on the NES Classic using save states, but I cannot beat this game from beginning to end. I can get to World 8-3, no problem. After that, nightmare fuel. Can't do it. And so, yeah, probably my biggest gaming shame. I mean, there's no shame in video games, but something that's been personally bugging me is that I've never beaten this game straight up. And Duck Hunt was fun. Of course, you put the gun right to the screen and you just blast all the ducks. The problem is, yeah, that technology for light guns doesn't work on modern TVs, so you can't really play this game anymore. Oh well, not in the same way that you used to be able to. You must have finished Super Mario 1 like 200 times. Oh man, I bow down to you. One game you love is Tetris Attack. We love Tetris Attack here. I have a copy of that. We've streamed that at some point. Tetris Attack, Puzzle League, Planet Puzzle League, Pokemon Puzzle League, you name it. Love it. I do want to stream that at some point. Stream it again at some point. and I do have both of those games here. You actually prefer Panel de Pon's crusty sounds? I have not played a Panel de Pon, though I've been to conventions, and I've been pretty close to buying a Super Famicom Classic just so I can play Puzzle League in, like, HD. Alright, couple more. Since we're playing Tetris 99, like classic Tetris, this game has gone through a bit of a resurrection on Twitch and just on YouTube in particular, where the World Championship videos from recent years have blown up, and there's been a new interest in trying to be good at this particular version of Tetris. I'm working on a video right now for my YouTube channel on it, and that should go up in a couple of weeks. But this game is still a lot of fun, and if you want like pure gritty Tetris with no T-spins and no hold pieces and all that, this is the one to get. I'm really not as good at NES Tetris as I am at Tetris 99. Still, my high score is 445,000. That's incredible. 445, woof. On my video, I did way less than 445. I will say that. Couple more. I have 2 copies, because one of them is broken, of Street Fighter 2010, The Final Fight. This is maybe the weirdest game in the Street Fighter series because it's not a fighting game. It's actually it's a side-scrolling platformer in the futuristic year of 2010, where Ken is now a scientist and someone got kidnapped. He's trying to save them. It's an awful game, but it's a very interesting piece of Street Fighter lore. If you are a big Street Fighter fan like I am, maybe the weirdest, and I wouldn't say the worst Street Fighter game. Street Fighter 1 is an absolute nightmare. You don't know about those two. That's fair. We can skip that one. We can skip this one. We can skip this one too. Do you guys know Tetris has a sequel? Except for Smash Bros, I can't stand fighting games. Ooh, I love fighting games. It's my favorite genre of game. And I definitely want to stream more fighting games once the right game comes and I get back into it again. The big problem is I'm just not a big fan of Street Fighter 5, and that's really thrown off, like, my entire gravity as a gamer. Tetris 2, well, I played it. Prefer NES Tetris by a huge margin. Yeah, Tetris 2. This game is just okay. It's Dr. Mario with Tetris pieces, and it's... I think the biggest problem with this game is that Tetris 2 is called Tetris 2. You can't make a Tetris 2, right? Like, there's no... You can make all sorts of spin-offs, but, like, there is no such thing as a Tetris 2. A proper Tetris 2, anyway. Tetris will never be topped. You can't just better it. Sorry, I hit the microphone there. That bomb system is weird. Yeah. It's a fine game. It's just, it's not worthy of the title. And no game ever will be, to be honest. Oh, sorry. We talked about Contra. Again, one of my favorite childhood games. I think my favorite thing about this is actually this sticker on the back. And the funny thing about this game was that this store no longer exists, but this store was across the street from Steph's house. Years before I met my wife, I drove out of town. I used to go to this store called Game Now, RIP. I used to go to this video game store. I would drive out of town, and they had like an amazing selection of retro games, and this is one of the ones I bought. And little did I know, my future wife was across the street from that store. And so, yeah, this one has a little bit of extra personal meaning because of the sticker on the back and knowing where I got it from. So, cool story. Also a fantastic game. You can now get this on... You can play this on the Switch now. So, don't necessarily need to bring out the NES for that. Alright, 2 more games. Then we'll do one more round of Tetris, and then I gotta get going. One of my more recent pickups on the NES, Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers. This is back when Capcom used to make a bunch of Disney games. They made some bangers, and Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers is definitely one of those 2D side-scrolling platformer. My study. Sorry, boy, this is getting really dry. Don't know this one either. This one's really good. It is a 2D platformer where you're a chipmunk. They're chipmunks, right? And the levels are like big worlds, but they're to scale, so they're little, and you're throwing boxes and collecting apples and stuff. It's fun. I highly recommend trying this one out. And last game in this NES show and tell, impromptu NES show and tell, the legendary Super Mario Bros. 3. And this is such a good game, still fantastic today. And I remember how I learned how to beat this game. Must have finished it 200 times too. I finished it a couple times. In 4th grade, and like the Super NES was out by then, I was playing Mario All-Stars. And I was talking to my friend Danny Lee. There's probably like 80 billion Danny Lee, so it's not a big deal that I say his whole name. Danny Lee, I was talking to him about it, and he was like, oh, I can beat all those games. Let me show you how. And he came to my house, and I just watched him back to back to back to back beat Super Mario 1, 2, 3, and World. And it's just like what? I'd never beaten any of those games before, and he just did it all like that. And I was like, whoa, how did you? And then, yeah, from there, I figured it out and eventually beat this. I can't beat this now. I don't remember the trick for the final castle because it's one of those ones where you have to go through a specific series of doors. If you want, you can go through my YouTube channel and see where I get stuck on that and I rage quit the video. One of the few times I just like rage quit a video was playing this game because I couldn't remember how to beat the final level.